Hey guys, so we are starting to plant our 6 to 8 week seeds that will be coming up in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to start with Ageratum today, which is something I have not grown before. It's my understanding that it kind of looks like yarrow, but I don't have any pictures of my own. You can look up online and see what they've got. I am growing the Timeless mix from Johnny's. I wanted to grow like 140 or something, but this only has 100 seeds in it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of multi-seed into my 72 cell tray and hopefully get good germination. Like I said, I've never grown these before, so I don't know what kind of success rate to expect on this, or if they like to be wet, or I mean, all things like to be wet when they're germinating, right? So it says on here that there's a 79% germination. So if I multi-seed, I should get all 72 cells filled. Eventually, I might have to transplant some out from other cells. It does say all the regular things that we talk about. You know, you want to harden them off before you plant them outside. You want to keep that dome on until they germinate, until about 75% have germinated. I kind of watch for things like damping off to determine whether or not to take my dome off, because sometimes you just have poor germination and you don't want the seedlings that you got to germinate to die. So it's, you know, it's a delicate balance there. But if you notice that seedlings are kind of curling up at the end, and I'm sure you can find pictures online of damping off, it means they're not, the root system has died and they're just kind of sitting there half germinated. So if you start to see things like that, you want to take the dome lid off, right? The other thing is you don't want things to get too dry. So if you notice that the top of your soil is drying out, you might want to mist it with a spray bottle just to keep that germination going. I did kind of an experiment where I sowed some seeds and I allowed them to dry out, and then I put a dome lid on top and sprayed it just to see like if it was possible to recover from drying out. And in fact it is. So if you notice things drying out, don't give up. Don't decide they're dead and throw it away. Just mist the top, make sure that the soil is wet. You might have to put some water in the tray underneath just to kind of provide moisture from the top and the bottom. That should fix the problem. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start this. I've never seen Ageratum seed, so I don't have a tag just yet. Obviously I didn't grow it last year, so I'm going to make a tag and I'm going to put the date on it. And it looks like your basic seed. It looks really like it's very visible, so that's always good. It's those tiny ones that are hard to work with. So the seeds are black and they are small, so you're not going to really be able to see what I'm doing here. But I will turn the camera down just so you can see the tray I'm using, then the setup that I have going. So let me do that right now. There you go. I'm using this wind strip tray that I got from Bootstrap Farmer. And I do like these. They're really sturdy, which is something that I love. Those ones I got off Amazon are kind of cheap and they break. So while they're a less expensive route, they do not last forever. All right, so I'm just going to tap the side of my envelope here. And I'm going to try to get, you know, I aim for one a cell because inevitably I will mess up and things will kind of multi-seed themselves, you know. So this will be interesting. I really know nothing about Ageratum. This will be interesting to see how it works out. I like to try a variety of things. I like to try something new every year because you just never know what you're going to fall in love with and what is going to grow well in your area. You know, I like to choose, unless I'm totally in love with a flower, I like to choose things that are easy to grow in our environment here in a 6A. So the less work, the better. Yeah, so I'm going to keep my dome lid on. I'm going to cover it with a fine layer of vermiculite. I'm going to put my tag in. And then I'm just going to monitor this. And as they germinate, I will keep you updated.